Folks,
No booklet.
no, I have to get it. I didn't get the booklet.
Maybe there's it now.
Yeah. 18. There we
For
go.
the booklet.
Let's do
English
this.
with Rashi.
Hey, welcome, folks.
Oh, there we go again.
The same video.
Everybody.
Or the same
The front door.
But the expression is the same. Each video is.
Something different, huh?
But at least you're helping your hours go up for that. We all see the ulterior motive.
David with us, Boy, Tim,
This one, for example.
Simon.
This is not it.
We have Michael.
Where the heck is it?
The little one, channel content.
With us here.
Nope.
Alan.
Maybe Chrome. Maybe
Vida,
Chrome.
they can.
Huh?
You see
Not
Chrome?
Where's that? This?
But here,
On the
one second,
bottom.
they could see you.
To the
Where?
There
right,
we
like
go. Hello,
that,
everybody.
no, left.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess
One
not.
second, they can't see you because for some reason, there we go.
It is here.
There.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
We don't see everybody.
Now you're not.
Okay. No. There we go.
No, see Facebook or.
There. Okay.
YouTube.
Okay. Chumash and Rashi. L'chaim. We are Parshas Achrei. Second reading, Yikra chapter 16, verse 18. Yatzeh el HaMizbeach, we continue with the Avodah, the service on Yom Kippur of the Kohen Gadol. Yatzeh el HaMizbeach, he goes out from the altar. Asher lifnei Hashem, that's before God, v'chiper alav, and he will atone for himself, v'lakach midam apar, and we take from the blood of the bull, umidam asayer, and the blood from the he-goat, the male goat, v'nasan al karnas hamizbeach sabim, we'll place it on the horns, meaning in the corners of the altar around. Rashi in 18. El hamizbeach asher lifnei Hashem, to the altar that is before Hashem, which altar? Because there's one outside and one inside, right? So he says it's a golden altar. Shul lifnei Hashem, that's before Hashem, beheichal, in the sanctuary. So why does it say that he went out? It should imply that he went out of the sanctuary. The fishi hiza because he had sprinkled the sprinklings ala pareches on the pareches, the curtain that separates the holy from the holy of holies. And at that time he stood in the area that extends from the golden altar and within the and he sprinkled. In other words, he was in front of the curtain, but in front of more west from where the golden altar is. The golden altar is further removed, right? It's behind him, in other words. And he sprinkled the matnas hamizbeach, and these applications of blood on the altar, it's they required him, let's say, to go out of the area which extends mina hamizbeach lachutz from the altar outwards. The aschil that he can begin to put the blood on the mizbeach is from the northeast corner.
Holy.
No, he wasn't in the holy of holies. Otherwise, that would be considered going out, right?
Yeah.
But he wasn't. He was in front of the curtain that separates the holy of holies and the holies, right? But that means his back was to the altar. No, because he's facing the holy of holies.
Okay.
1 second. What?
To the golden altar.
His back is to the golden altar, exactly.
Oh, okay, I think okay. So it's between the golden altar and the curtain to the
Here.
holies of holies.
And it's facing the
Here.
holy-
Here's the altar. Here's the curtain. Right? So he's facing this curtain over here, right? Towards the
Entrance to
Holy
the
of Holies, right?
Yeah,
So his back is to the golden altar, which is
Yeah.
here.
okay.
So you have to go out from that area,
Mhm.
right? To go to the four corners on
Of the
this
altar.
golden altar, and that's where he puts the blood.
Okay.
Okay. Right, because otherwise, what does it mean? He went out. He was, the chiper alav, next Rashi, and make an atonement upon it. Ma kaparase, what is its atonement? He takes from the blood of the bull and the blood of the he-goat. They intermingle the blood together. Remember, the bull was for him. The he-goat is for the Israel, for all the Jewish people. Yeah.
Wow.
19. Right? Vihiza olav min adam, and he will sprinkle upon it from the blood, be'etzbaya, with his finger, sheva pamim, 7 times. V'tiharai, and shall be cleansed. V'kidshai, and he shall sanctify it, mitumas b'nei Israel, from the defilement, the impurities of children of Israel. Rashi in 19. Vihiza olav min adam, he shall sprinkle upon it from the blood. After he put the applications of etzboy with his finger on the corners of the golden altar, he sprinkles 7 times al gagoy, on its top.
On it is referring to the altar.
Yeah, on the top of the corners.
So he's taking the blood from the horns of the.
No,
No,
put it on the horns, on the corners.
Facing
Oh,
west.
but it's using horns to mean corners.
Yeah, horns meaning corners, because horns meaning what's horn? A horn sticks out, right?
Yeah.
So 4 corners stick out.
Okay.
4 corners stick up, so that's why it's called
Still
horns.
facing the holy of holies?
No, how could he do that? How can you do that if you're? How could you do that if you are putting blood on the altar now?
Do it from the other side.
No, it's between them.
Well, he's doing 4 corners, so you can't be. Some corners you are going to be facing, and others you won't. But that's irrelevant at this point,
Okay.
right?
Yep.
That's not relevant that he's facing or not facing the Holy of Holies, right?
Okay.
Because he's not. That's not his avodah now, right?
Mhm.
Right. V'tihare, and he shall purify it mima she'avar, on that which has passed. V'kidshay, and he shall sanctify losi lovay, on that which is destined to come in the future. Right. V'kidshay. In other words, sanctified that it shouldn't happen again, right? Purified on what happened, sanctified that in the future it shouldn't happen again. Okay. Verse 20. And he shall finish effecting atonement for the holies, and for the tent of meeting, and for the altar. And he shall bring the live he-goat. 21. And Aaron shall place it both his hands al reish hasoyer, on the head of the he-goat, Achrei, that's alive. These vada alav, and he shall confess upon him as kol aveinas b'nei Israel, all the sins of the Jewish people, as kol pishehem, and all of their rebellions, v'alachol chatasam, for all of their sins. He puts unintentional sins because that's what we explained already. Chet means unintentional sins. V'notzan oisam al reish hasoyer, and he's going to place them now on the head of the goat.
Usually
Okay.
one-
Right?
usually one hand.
Huh?
Usually it's one hand, not both.
No,
When you
it's both
sacrifice
hands.
both?
Both hands here. Yeah. Meshilach biyad ish iti hamidbar. This is the second now he goat, right? One was slaughter. We just finished with the slaughtering, right?
Yeah.
Now we're going to the second one, which we started yesterday. This one's going to Lazazo, right? That's going to into the desert.
So he's saying all the sins of Israel onto this goat's head.
Exactly. And he sends it off in the desert with a timely man. Ish iti.
Man,
Ish iti Rashi amuchan lekach miyom esmol. That he is, what does he mean? He's prepared. What does he mean timely? That he was prepared from the previous day for this.
so he
Right?
knew, it wasn't like he just randomly was told to do this.
Exactly. Yeah, leave it there. Thank you. Aaron el oyel moyed, and Aaron will come to the oyel moyed. Mefalshid is big day abad, and he will remove his linen garments. Asher lavash b'voyel kodesh, that he dressed, that he clothed, that he coming into the holies. Remember, he only wore linen garments of gold when he went into the holies, right? And he stored them away there.
You said no gold, right?
You wore
Mhm.
4 times, right?
But he changed 5 times,
5
this week, right?
Mikvah 2 times, 3 times.
Rashi, 5 times. 23. Va'arin Eloi Almayid, and Aaron came into the tent of meeting. Amru Abasenu, sages said, that this is not a sequential position of this verse. Shall Mikrazeh? And they gave a reason for these words, for their opinion. The Masechtas Yuma, in the tractate Yuma. Amru, and they said, Kol Parsha Kula, the entire portion, Nemra ala Seder, is stated in the Torah according to the service of Yom Kippur, the way it was performed. Chutz mibiyazu, except for this coming. And there's this statement that says that he should come to the tent of meeting, right? Shehi achar if or it takes place after he does the service of the oila offering, oila sa'am, and the oila offering, which is the burnt offering, right, of the people. And the burning of the specified parts of the bull and the he-goat, shenasim bachutz, which were performed outside of the sanctuary of Big Days of in gold garments. After performing these services, he would immerse himself in the mikvah, mikadesh, and sanctify his hands and feet by the kior, or push them and then take them off. Big Days lava, and put on white linen, and then he would come into the tent of meeting. Laheti is kaf, in order to take out the ladle that he brought earlier for the incense in the Holy of Holies, and the coal pan, which he poured, which had the incense on it. And which he raised the fumes of the incense, the fnai v'lifnim, in the very interior of the Holy of Holies. So this did not take place over here at this junction in this time, but after bringing the Ayla offering, which is later, which is after this.
Which we haven't got to yet.
Yes, which is coming up. Pasha is big day abad, and should remove the linen garments. After he will have taken the ladle and the coal pan, big days of, then he puts on the gold garments. This is like in the afternoon to do the mincha, the afternoon offering, right? So this is afterwards. It's not in the morning. This is in the afternoon already. They will say the Aveda, and this is the service of the Yom Kippur, the 5 changes of the garments, as follows. So now he's going to give us the order of the 5 changes of garments the way it is. Okay?
Wait.
Huh?
Okay, we don't have it. Okay, I got it. Thank you.
Big days of. So he would do the oil offering of the morning with his gold garments. Then he would go, the second thing, he would go into the interior with the bull and the he-goat, right? The bull is for the Kohen Gadol, and the he-goat is for is to LaHashem as a sin offering for the Jewish people, exactly. right? It's done inside, so it went to the mikvah, changed clothes. Ukteres shel machta, and the incense of the coal pan, right, which the fumes were raised on the coal pan. The big day lovin. This is all done with white linen. Ve'elai ve'el ha'am. Then the third thing is the ram of the Kohen Gadol and the ram of the people. Mitzasim musafim. And some of the Musaf offering, the big days of, that's done with gold garments. So he went to the mikveh in between there too, right? That was the third thing, outside.
Oh, so, okay, this is list. Okay.
Right, and they're listing now. The fourth thing is, is the removal of the ladle and the coal pan, right? The big day love, and that's done with white linen, Vishara Musafim, and the rest of the Musaf, right? And that was done inside because he left the ladle inside there. So he went to get it and clean up afterwards. He went with his white clothing back in.
He cleaned it on the outside.
Well, it's the removal of it, not the cleaning of it, the removal of it, right? It was left there. And then the fifth thing is the rest of the Musaf, Shari Musafim, the rest of the Musaf offering, Tam Shabin Arbaim, and the afternoon offering, the evening offering, right before the evening, and then the incense of the sanctuary. Sha'al Mizbeach Hapnimi, which was burned on the inner altar of Big Dezav with gold garments, because that was a daily routine.
I'm just visualizing, who's taking care of the animals?
I don't know.
Because there's all kinds of animals around him while he was inside.
No, he's taking inside, he's taking only the blood. Not taking an animal inside there. No animal went inside there.
But there's somebody who cares for the animals.
They were slaughtered. It was slaughtered.
Sure.
Seder Mikrais, in the order of the verses, Lafi Seder Avaydis, according to the order of their performance, Kachu. Shilach Isaiah Midbar, he would send away the he-goat into the desert. Verse 22, right? One verse prior. Shilach Isaiah Midbar. Rachas B'sar B'mayim, then he would go into the mikvah. Yatzav Asa Eilosai, then he would do his Eila offering, and the fat of the sin offering, right, which is outside. Kol Parsha, and the rest of the service, the entire remains of the person, ad Achrei Yovay Alamach, until he enters into camp. And then Aaron would come, meaning our verse. Because this is like the end of the service. Okay.
The whole order of this portion is interesting.
Yeah. V'nicham sham, and he left them there. Melamed, this teaches shetu'una geniza, that they need permanent storage. Lo yishtamish ba'esan arba b'gadim, and he shouldn't use these 4 linen garments to another Yom Kippur.
Wow. The same clothes every year.
No.
Only once a year.
Huh? Only for that 1 year. He shouldn't use it for another Yom Kippur.
Oh, okay. I thought
Shouldn't
it
use.
was
Okay. Verse 24, a last verse for today. Rachatz is b'sar b'mayim, and he should wash his flesh in water, meaning going to the mikvah and kaddish in a holy place. Beloved, his begadav, and he should wear his clothing biyatza, and he should go out also so and he should do his burnt offering, the soilas am, and the burnt offering of the people of the nation, b'chiper badei, that will bring atonement for him, uvadam, and for the people. Rashi 24. Immerse himself. Earlier we learned it says that he should immerse his flesh in water and then don them. Mishana, but when he changes big day zav from the gold garments, the big day lavan, to the white linen garments, he also requires immersion. For that immersion, Pasha big day zav, he took off his gold garments. That he did perform the daily burnt offering in the morning, the lavish big days and then put on the white linen of to do the unique service of Yom Kippur. And that's what it says previously. But here we learn Keshu Mishana, that when he changes Migdei Lavan, right, Labigdei Zav, Tum Tefillah, he also requires immersion. And you might think only when you're going to go into the holies, right, to do the service special for Yom Kippur, maybe only then you have to go to the mikvah. No, so this verse is coming to tell us that he has to, after coming out of the holies and putting on the gold garments, which is for the routine service. The oila over here is routine, right? Daily routine sacrifice. So you might think maybe he doesn't have to go to the mikvah. He does.
Wow.
Big day Lavan, maybe this up, yeah. Next Rashi, b'makam kadosh, in a sacred place, amekudash, that has been consecrated, b'kedushas azara, the sanctity of the courtyard. The Aisa b'gag beis Parva, and this was on the roof of the house of Parva. V'chein arba tefillos, like what? In other words, it's saying that he has to go to the mikveh in a sanctified place. Where is that? In the courtyard of the Beis Hamikdash, which was on the roof of Beis Parva. Likewise, the 4 immersions, including the one mentioned here, come as a specified obligation for the day of Yom Kippur. But the first immersions was done every day, not only Yom Kippur, the whole took place in an unconsecrated area. Right. Okay.
The whole process for this in the tent of meeting, the tabernacle was the same as in the temple.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then why isn't it saying where the mikveh would
Actually,
be?
no, he's saying where the mikveh is in the temple, not in the tabernacle.
Because there wasn't the mikveh in here.
Right.
So then why is he talking about, okay, I guess he's just not talking about where the mikveh would be in this circumstance.
Right.
Okay.
Well, Torah is eternal, so it's not telling us just, the storyline then, telling us as a command for forever, right?
Yeah.
Balavish is begadim, and he dons his garments. Shmoyne begadim, the 8 garments. Shehu oived bahem, which he serves goes to Yom all the days of the year. Right? Yeah. Right. Yatsa, and he goes out. Mina hecha, from the sanctuary. This time he's going out. El lachatzer, to the courtyard. And mizbeach ha'ela sham, where the altar, where the offering of the oila of an animal offering is. Va'asis oilasei, and he offer his own oila offering, his own burnt offering, ayal oila, a ram for an oila offering, amar lamaila, which is stated previously. With this Aaron shall come into the sanctuary, right? Is oila sa'am, and also a oila ram for the people. The ayal echad la'ila, as the verse says, 1 ram as a oil offering, which is stated above, that you should take from the children of Israel, you should take this 1 offering. All right. Thank you. See you soon.